First of all, let's talk about what electrode dressing is. When we're talking about electrode dressing, we're talking about recutting that face of that electrode back to restore that original profile. Why do we even need to do that? That dressing of that electrode face becomes very important because it's the diameter of that face that gives us a current density in our weld. The larger the face, the larger the area for that current to go through. The bigger the area that current has, the more that energy spreads out. The larger the area for that energy, we have a cold weld. There's several methods that we can use to dress electrodes, and I'll start with the least favorable and then work up to the best method. Number one is file, and we don't recommend file because we can't get that face cut to a flat configuration and it leaves grooves in the face. And the same thing with sandpaper, that grit comes embedded in that soft copper. Hand dressing tools, we need to use those with caution, and we need training on how to use those properly so we get that face cut. Same thing with an automatic dresser, and they're usually pneumatic operated, but we need training to know how to cut that face of that electrode true. The best way is actually using a cutter or a mill to be able to cut that profile exact. Number one cause that we have with bad welds is the electrodes. The first thing we ask people to do is change both of those electrodes to brand new electrodes, and then go out and test your welds again without changing any other parameters. Normally you can get 2 to 3 dressings of that electrode before you actually can't use it anymore. And every time that you do dress those electrodes, you're going to use some of that material off of that copper electrode, and it's going to give you a little bit lower life. So if you have any problems with your dressing or dressing tools, contact us here at TJ Snow.